Hello and welcome back to another week of Wisdom for the Weekend. So I wanted to share an experience I had last weekend, just returning back from there. And I was in Puerto Rico helping out and with an organization, and we're actually helping to put roofs on many homes that were destroyed in last year's hurricane. And I was there to help if there were going to be any medical need, if there were people that were still suffering or maybe were ill. And so I spent the weekend, actually one full day, driving and finding if there was going to be any need. And we did meet at least 3 different families. And I'm not sure if you follow me on Instagram, but I had it there on Instagram. And it was really an amazing experience. And the one thing that I took away from it was the fact that despite them living, these individuals who have lost the majority of their homes and their belongings, okay, and the roofs and the walls and everything needed to be rebuilt. And they were still living in somewhat suboptimal conditions. You know, they were still so incredibly grateful for what they still had. And it just made me think about how many luxuries we really have on our day-to-day life that we maybe don't even really think about, or we kind of just take it for granted sometimes, right? I mean, running water that's already filtered. We have, a roof over our heads and 4 walls around us, heat and things like that. And we don't have to worry about, if it rains, is it going to leak into your space? And if there's going to be any, who's going to bring the doors? Like people were literally missing doors. They were missing windows. And it was just amazing to see how grateful they were for the help they had received and how they just perceived everything to be. I didn't find anyone, to be honest with you, that was in dire straits medically. So medically, I think that from what, the people that I had seen and treated and evaluated and vitals and all of that all seem to be doing well. I think mentally, not necessarily. I think there's definitely a portion of PTSD that's happening to them, that they have definitely experienced this major, huge hurricane that just sort of plummeted Puerto Rico. And even a year later, they're still having issues. I don't know how many people still are without roofs on their home. Some have moved to the U.S. with family and they've just left because they had nothing. They have nothing. And nor do they necessarily have the money to rebuild. This is the other problem. So I wanted to just all of us this weekend to really think about all the things that we possibly take for granted in our lives and how much we really have. And when you find yourself complaining about, I don't even know, that your 15th pair of shoes, are a little scuffed, or you need something in a different color because the one you have is nice, but you want it in an additional color. Or if you are complaining about things that really are not that important, it's amazing to just see how much we really, really are fortunate with here, how much we really have. And just to think about that, and even you can journal about it. And it's something that I practice on a very regular basis, is writing down my gratitudes. And I include, things that you may not even think about. Things, you may not even, I don't have that $1 million in the bank, or, no, I don't have the Mercedes. So what do I have to be grateful for? It's not even about any of those things. It's the fact that, let's say you've got, close friends, or you've got a roof over your head, or you have running water, or you have, hot water coming out of the shower. You can fill up your bathtub with water and sit in there. You have, family close by, or family that you can go visit. The list is so long about the things that we can really be grateful for. So I really encourage you, if you don't already have this as a practice, to consider doing this, because it really puts you in this beautiful space of just attracting things to you, and also keeping you in a space of just full gratitude of everything that you have, and the things that you have, and loving the things that you have. Not saying, I have this, but I need the newest thing. It's being grateful for the thing that you have that's right in front of you right now. So take a little time this weekend, maybe start a journaling practice for your gratitudes, and make it, find a time early morning. Sometimes for me, I find that is just a beautiful time for me in the mornings, that I love to be able to sit down and write them out. I also kind of think about them and recite them when I'm on a hike, or if you pray or something like that in the morning, or if you have some quiet time, you can also think about all of the things that you do truly have in your life, that you really, there is no lack. So have the most beautiful weekend, and I'll speak to you with another Wisdom for the Weekend in 2 weeks. Bye for now. And wherever you are in the world, love to you. Big hug, big kiss. Bye for now.